Hi folks, right, it's on the back of one of my old watercolours. Let's just get rid of that. Saves paper, and I'm not sentimental. There aren't a lot that I would keep myself. But then, we're not the best judge of our work, are we? What I don't like, somebody else will. I've got a nice cup of tea here. Please shout if I forget to drink it. Ah, lovely. Oh. Right, now while that's wet, I'm going to go with a nice bit of colour. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. No, what I want, raw sienna. Right, that gives it a nice warm. That will more or less disappear. Right, let's just clean the brush. And no, I know what I'm going to do with the sky. I'm going to do what I did yesterday. I'm going to use a bit of red in there. And put in some Payne's grey, a bit of blue, bit of red, and right, okay, now what I'm going to do is to put a path through there. So let's just clean the brush. It's a very dull day, the sun hasn't come out yet, but it's quite mild, I'm glad to say. The sun is slowly breaking through. So I just painted the sort of sky that I'm looking at, or at least with the colours. So let's just start putting this tight. You don't need to pre-stretch your paper. Right, okay. Waiting for the paper to dry off, because if you hit it at the wrong time, I could do the foreground, I suppose. We could put in a bit of the path, so a bit of raw sienna and a bit of grey, really. So we could have. Well, that'll do for a path at the moment. We can doctor that later when that dries off. I'm going to give it a dry, because I want to do this wet in wet, but it's too wet. So right, take your headphones off, folks. Go. So what I'm going to do I can texture that path with some dark bits of gravelly stuff. Just want to pull that tight again. It's gone a bit loose there. And pull that one down. Look at that. Perfect. No need to stretch. Look, perfectly flat. And this is on the back of one I did earlier. Well, not today, but... Right, so now, with this hake, we're going to do a bit of greenery. So a bit of greenery, bit of this, that and the other. A lovely green. That's mixing a cadmium yellow light with some Payne's grey, touch of burnt sienna we can, so don't make it all the same. Alright, now we've got to put in some distance in that. Right, so let's just get that. Now we're going to texture that. It's all about texture, my landscapes. How you paint is entirely up to you. But I'm just giving a basis of what I do. Now, I used to use the sables but when I saw Ron Ranson for the first time, it just blew me away. I thought, God, he's using that brush. Where'd you get them? Well, they were on sale, which was very nice. Oh, I just put some of this in here. Get a bit of Payne's grey in here. This all dries lighter, so don't panic. I'm working this just so that it gives all this wet to dry a little bit. Okay, clean the brush. So what I'm aiming for is there's some trees along here, but not high up and here, because I don't want to take any of that out. Now the grey I mixed the grey with the blue, the Payne's grey with the blue, but look, it's gone blue. It's got a lovely softness to it. A bit of rain coming down here. I'm not bothered about that. I'm more bothered about this. Oh, well, that's dry enough. We can. Yeah, that's a bit of this. I can put a little bit of that, bit of rock, or some rough ground. Right, okay, drink some tea. Hope you enjoyed your weekend, folks. It was nice enough to barbecue, but both times, Saturday and Sunday, it started off very sunny, quite warm, and then the cloud came over. Oh, so on went the fleeces. I was struggling to have any sort of spring. But slowly we're grinding away into summer. Right, okay. Here we go. So I'm going to use, I'll carry on with this, the large hake. And we'll get some nice bit of blue in the background. Try and get a bit of a blue-green like that. Right, okay, that's just the background. And now we'll do a bit more on there. So we'll have the nice green and the Payne's grey. I like that colour, but I don't like all that water on it. So I get these trees. Right, we're going to strengthen that up in a minute, and we'll get some of this in here. I'm going to close that in a little bit there, I think. Right, it's going in a bit of a cauliflower there, but we can take that out really, but a bit of nice green, bit of Payne's, bit of shadow underneath. I haven't done one like this for a long time. Get the dark, there's a bit of dark sienna in there, with a bit of Payne's grey. And we'll put a bit of spring green in, clean the brush. As I say, I was going to use a bit of yellow. I want yellow, not contrasting with some of this here. Let's get a darker green in there, I think. Sort of shadow. Put in a bit of that yellow. So you go with bits you don't like. Right, okay, let's when that's dried off a little bit, I'm going to put some chunks on. I don't think they won't register yet. It's too I'm thinking of a walk through Beddington farmland. It's, if you look back in my efforts, you'll find some of them, quite a few of them actually, where we will walk down this path, but it's not a really good right, Now I'm listening to Talk TV. This is a British, it's a private company. Well, it's owned by Times Radio, Times newspapers, Richard Murdoch, but it's a really good station for if you don't like the mainstream media, which I do not. Oh, that's how that works. Now, right, want to get some texture in that path, so a bit of that yellow or paint, yellow raw sienna. We'll just put a little bit of that in here. Bit of this and a bit of that. I'll put some figures on that. We've got quite a bit to do in here. I've got a bit of cloth by the side of me that I can just scrape a lot of the water out of my brush. Right, I'm going to give that a dry now. So headphones off, or not, fast forward, go. Just takes the shine off. Now we're going to do some harder texture. Now I'm going to use my medium cake. My water's quite away from me. I've moved that to my mic stand. Right. Just a bit of yellow in the Payne's grey. Right, we're going to get some stronger stuff in there. All spring greens. As we come down into the shadows, put some dark in there. The two colours on there I hardly use. One is burnt umber and the other is alizarin crimson. Right, now I'm going to use the rigger in there, and there's some of that there. Right, right, okay, now how are we doing? Rigger. I've got this lovely, well, I've got two lovely riggers. I've got a Ken Clark's rigger. The handle has lost most of its paint. And this lovely rosemary rigger. So we're going to have a bit of a sort of a grey green, and we can just get a little bit fainter on here. I don't do houses. I've done all those with oils in the past, and they don't sort of beckon to me, do me. I just like doing landscape, texturing. Then when that dries, I'm going to try and put a figure in. Right, so a bit more up in the top here. This is a dark, very dark green. Look, it's just starting to come alive again. It's a bit messy, but well, it's a Monday morning, isn't it? It's my mum's birthday, my late mum's birthday today. Happy birthday, Mum. Oh, she died many years ago. Well, she would laugh at anything. Won't overdo this here. Just one or two larger ones, thicker ones. leave some dark there for the sort of sapling. Right, okay, now I'll put the top back on this lovely brush. These plastic bits, but they all end up on the floor. They just disappear. Right, now we're going to, well, I've got this sable brush here that I was using last week. Now, what colour should we have? Well, sort of a red. Red is a good colour, isn't it? Always good against the green. So let's. Not red enough. Let's try a bit of alizarin, which I said I don't use. But I do use it, but not very often. Oh, that's not very good yet. Don't think I like that. Oh dear, not answering that. I can leave a message. Oh, there it is. This is the one. But you know what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to use a bit of gouache. Now, where's the gouache? There it is. Make that a bit white. Just put a little bit on my table, or on a spacer. Right. So let's get a bit of that white. A nice white shirt. Clean the brush, and we'll have some blue. Right, okay. We'll put a bit of a footprint. No, you don't need footprints, we're on shadow, don't we? Sun's coming that way. Right, okay, we've got the shadows. Here we have. Let's have. I don't usually put shadows in, I forget. Right. Be no shadows there. That is the shadow. Okay, well, I'll get a couple of birds in and we'll see what we got. Okay. I'll put that in a mount. Where's my masking tape? Always something that I forget to have nearby, but take those off. Come here. Right. Okay, the big mounts. Oh, I've got to take these off, mate. Well, that's 4 watercolours for YouTube and 1 for Patreon. Because I don't do so many of them now, so you do lose your touch a bit. Oh, there we are. Let's give it a signature, shall we? Have I got a pen? There's a pen. Oh, sure, right, okay. Well, that figure's quite good, actually. I'm glad I decided to change it instead of persevering with it. Right, okay. There we are. Walk through Beddington farmland. We call it farmland. It's been quarried. They've stolen millions of tons of our filter beds with gravel, flogged it off. Promised us a 12-lake park, which has not been established. They filled in the quarries with water, of course, but you still can't go there because it'd be dangerous for children. Right, okay, well there we are, folks. One bit better than ever, but another. No, just one figure. So I hope you like that one. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye. Oh, and I forgot to drink my tea.